we have a very interesting car coming up, electric vehicle, battery electric vehicle next year. It's going to be an SUV with 500 kilometers of range, just a starting point of many cars, electrified cars to come. And that's the reason why, of course, we are interested in racing, and we're interested in Formula E as being, the electrified race series. And that's the reason why we are engaged, and the first OEM really having their own team. Well, it's a pretty extreme environment in which, we're going to test electric vehicles, batteries, the chargers, the motors, the transmissions, everything, and the control systems. And I guess this is going to be a learning island for us in which we can take lots of experience and know-how back into our serial development. Yeah, e-tron is the next, battery electric car coming up for us next year. It's going to be followed by a sportsback e-tron, and more to come, after that. And that's the reason why we are engaged, very heavily engaged in Formula E as the first OEM with, own team, because it's important for us to learn, further develop those technologies, to become better and better and better. Well, it's very obvious. We are racing to win, and of course for Audi this is, it's a given, and we're going to take that challenge, and we're going to see how far we're going to get, and then, let's see. But this is not going to be a sprint. We are engaged for longer term, but of course we are racing to win.
Being part of the Audi Sport team since 2013, and it has been the most successful part of my career. So Audi for me is like family, and to be able to race 3 years on the World Endurance Championship with the R18, and then do this transition for Formula E now together with Audi, it's just, I can say it's a dream come true, and I'm very happy. I think Audi is it's very forward-thinking brand, and that shows that they are the first German brand to be fully committed, fully focused on Formula E. And for me, it's I never doubted it. I was pushing for Formula E since the first race, and it just shows that that I had the right vision 4 years ago when I was fully supporting Formula E. And now having Audi on board, Audi was already part of the team since season 1. We had the Audi name, but as a partner, and now we get the full support from the factory. So it's a big step, it's a big change, a big burden to carry, because Audi has been very successful in every motorsport category that they've done. So now I have to take this beauty for a couple of victories. Of course, coming from winning a championship, everybody has high expectations. So I will have to dedicate myself. I'll have to push harder than ever before to try to defend my title, which has never been done in Formula E so far. So we're gonna push it very hard. They're gonna work very hard. There will have to be a lot of discipline. I will have to motivate all these guys coming from Audi Sport into the team, into Formula E. We'll have to make this transition happen in the most smooth way possible. But I'm very confident that with ABT, with Schaeffler, with Audi, everybody together, putting the effort in the right way, we can achieve even greater things that we've done so far. Eu estou junto com a Audi desde 2013, né? Eu fiz 3 anos no Campeonato Mundial de Endurance e agora fiz essa transição da Audi para a Fórmula E. Então a Audi para mim é como minha família, foi definitivamente os anos com mais sucesso da minha carreira, esses anos com a Audi, então estou muito feliz de poder agora estar focado na Fórmula E com eles. A Fórmula E, muita gente não acreditou que daria certo, mas acabaram provando o contrário, que a gente tem hoje em dia 9 montadoras, e a Audi é a primeira montadora alemã a se comprometer com a Fórmula E, de fazer uma equipe de fábrica, e isso mostra que a Audi realmente é uma empresa que tem uma visão do futuro, sabe que a mobilidade vai ser elétrica, e está investindo e está apoiando uma categoria de futuro como a Fórmula E. Então, eu fico muito feliz de poder estar com eles e juntos promovermos um futuro melhor e elétrico para a sociedade. Sem dúvida vai ser um ano muito difícil, depois de eu ter ganhado o campeonato anterior, trazer o peso do título para o ano seguinte. Todo mundo tem uma expectativa muito alta, mas para mim, eu vou continuar trabalhando, dedicado, focado, fazer o que eu tenho feito e tentar, junto com a Audi, com a Schaeffler e com a ABT, fazer essa transição da forma mais smooth, mais tranquila possível e conseguir algumas vitórias com essa beleza aqui.
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, it's like a dream come true. Such a great day for me to be here, to get announced. Took me 24 years, quite a long time, but I couldn't be more happy. And as you probably know, I've been always related to Audi because of my family history, and always my heart was for Audi. And now to be an official factory driver is just another step, another level. And I'm very grateful, and of course I want to do my best to pay them back for that. I think it means a lot. I mean, obviously it took 3 years now to finally get in, but I think it's a very clever move. You know, it's the series of the future, and you have to start at some point, and you better be early than late to the party. And you saw that when Audi announced they made the move, a lot of other manufacturers now also joined, and I think that's just the right direction. That's the way life goes, or the direction that life goes at the moment with the technology also. So I think it's very good to be in the series, but of course it's not just being about in it. You want to win it, you know. So that's the target now. So we're gonna have a big task against all the other tough teams and manufacturers, but we're going to do our best and push for season 4. Well, I think from the sporty side it's quite clear. We have more manpower, more resources now, so of course we want to use that. We want to be successful on track. It's not so easy because you have to also realize that more people makes it also a bit more complicated in the first part, so we have to regroup as a team and you know, really get to know each other very well. And then I think we have all the possibilities, and of course our goals are very high. I mean, for the road, let's say road technology, I think it's always good to have knowledge from motorsport. We've seen it in the past; it's very important. But it's not just about the technology itself; it's about the whole platform of Formula E, or about the message that you want to send out to the people, the emotions that you want to bring them. So I think it's a big mix of that. And yeah, of course, the goal is to bring that into road cars.
Well, it's an extremely important day in the history of Audi Motorsport. I would say almost as big as a change as the Quattro days at the time. Formula E is the thing which is really happening on the roads now, as we can see, but you do see some reluctance on the people accepting Formula E, and the image is like sterile and without emotions and slow. And participating in Formula E, we are able to show that electric mobility can be very different. It can be fast, it can be very emotional, and this is why it's so important for us. Yeah, I think Formula E is the major excitement really is the racing themselves, because racing is determined by strategy, is energy management, and the driver really can make the difference. And you see the battling in the field due to the different levels of energy or whatever you have. So you have a very, very tough competition and very good fighting, and I think that makes Formula E very special. Yeah, I think it's always good to start on a high. It does increase the pressure on the other side, but at the end of the day it doesn't really matter, because when we start with a factory entry in any motorsports, we always go to win. Obviously, when you start on that high level, that means that the package that you're taking on is at a very, very good level already. And then it comes to developing and looking into every detail and improving every small detail in order to make the improvement which ensures that you're still ahead the upcoming season. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, really the technical components obviously are somewhat different, but if you compete in a championship like Formula E, you really have to develop your car weekend to weekend so that you're on top every coming weekend. So you make small changes, and already the speed in development and the things that you learn by developing your car, this is where you have your transfer to the road car as well.